Hello, my name is Julie, and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is Crochet Podcast number 88. So I don't really have a ton to show you all today, but I wanted to get on here and make a podcast anyway. I'm trying to stay in routine with my podcasts right now, so here I am. I don't know how interesting it'll be, but I do have one finished object, and I have 3 works in progress to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. The first and only finished object that I have is nothing that you all have never seen before, but it is a Tooterphant. In my last podcast, I shared some yarn that I got, and it was this, it was a donut that I had got from Amazon, and it was the Yarn Art Jeans Tropical yarn, which is a 2-weight, and I said that I wanted to make a Tooterphant, and that is exactly what I did after that video. I made all of the pieces that same night, and that is the first time I think since I've been making Tooterphants that I have made the whole entire pieces in one night. It was just such a fun yarn to work with. I was excited to try it, and I think that that's why it made me crochet faster. But this is a pattern that I have done several times. I know it's kind of different, you know, it's not for everybody, but I just absolutely love this pattern so much, and I say that every single time that I share it. I think this might be like the 10th time I've made one. I'm not sure. I can't keep up with it. But my pattern did come out of Quick and Easy Crochet. This is the Big or Little Tooterphant pattern by Lucy Collin or Lucy Ravenscar on Etsy. She does have an Etsy shop, and you can get this pattern in her Etsy shop. This magazine is in UK terms, but I have been told that the Etsy pattern is in US terms. But you do get both patterns, the small one and the big one. And I always usually make the little Tooterphant. I have made the big one, but I just prefer making the little one. But I think that it's super cute. Now, I did use a 2.75 millimeter hook on this, and like I said, I used the Yarn Art Jeans Tropical in this color. It just gives me a number, and it is 616. I got this off of Amazon, and it's kind of pricey. I just really wanted to try it, and it's kind of sad for me because it's so expensive, and I love it so much. So I don't know how often I will get to use this yarn, but I really do like it. Now, someone did tell me, Cindy told me that Vilrita Yarn Company, it's a yarn company, Vilrita, I think is how you say it, that they sell Yarn Art, that brand Yarn Art on their website, and it's really cheap and affordable on there, but their shipping, oh my gosh, their shipping is so expensive. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to like do some math, you know, because it may be cheaper to buy this yarn from there and just pay the shipping than it would be to buy it from Amazon. I'm not sure. I haven't done the math. So you know, sometimes paying shipping, you know, if the yarn is really cheap, sometimes paying the shipping's worth it, I guess. But I think their shipping was like $10, $10 or $15, so that was expensive. But anyway, this pattern, like I said, I've showed it so many times, but just in case you're new here, I will just tell you that the body is all in one piece. You work from the tail end. You start at the tail end and you work all the way to the trunk. Your trunk is pushed in, and what I do is I leave a really long yarn tail and I feed it through the body, bringing out the beginning of my magic circle, and I just start crocheting with that yarn tail to make the tail. And I just chain like 6, and then I make chain 4 loops, chain 4 loops to make the tail, and then I just slip stitch back down, finish off onto the body, and then just hide my tail inside. That way you don't have to sew that little bitty tail on. I do always pin my legs because you know, he stands really well. And I think that's, well, not in my hands, but he does stand up really well. And I think that's why I like it so much, is because it stands. And a Tutor Fant is an elephant. Elephant. So it's Tutor Fant, like that. That's where it gets its name, I guess. And then I did use embroidered eyes like Cassandra over at Craftably Ever After. She has a tutorial for this, but I can do it without even thinking about it now. It's just such an easy way to do eyes. And I really love it. I love how it turned out. I love this colorway. Green is definitely one of my top favorite colors. And I love it so much. And I love this pattern. I love working it up in variegated yarn. I think that where its body's all one piece, that it's just perfect for variegated yarn. I've noticed, like with other patterns as well, if the bodies are all in one piece, variegated yarn is just perfect for patterns like that, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. Oh, I did want to say that I was a little worried that I wouldn't have enough yarn, because it was 174 yards of a 2-weight yarn, and this is how much I had left. So I had plenty to finish this. I do think next time, because where this is cotton acrylic, I do think next time that I try this yarn, or if I get any more of this, that I will, I hear Lucy outside the door, but that I will go down a hook size, because I don't know if it was my tension, or what did I do with him, or if it was my tension or what, but like the yarn was a little bit more gappy than what it normally is with that hook size. It's my normal hook size that I use for a 2-weight. So I think that it's just the way that the yarn is that I need to go down a hook size with this particular yarn. So that is my Tooterphant, and that's so exciting because, you know, it's not anything that you haven't seen so many times on my channel, but I don't know, I just love that pattern, and I know that that's not going to be my last one, because like I said, that is my all-time favorite pattern. I just love it so much. So I do have one more finished object that I just completely forgot about because it's nothing special, you know, but I did make this holder. I'm gonna call it a holder. It's for my book stand that I bought. I did share this book stand when I bought it, but I know my videos are really long and a lot of people don't make it to the end, and that's fine. But I will just show you again. I got this off of Amazon. I'm not sure if it's on sale anymore, but it holds your books like that, and it will hold your book open, so that you can, you know, be reading your pattern or whatever. And I've used this with, like, this is like a magazine book. It's not, I mean, it's a book, but it's almost like a magazine, I guess. But I have used this with magazines. I've used it with printed off patterns. I use this thing all the time. I'll set my tablet on it if it's a digital pattern, or to watch YouTube videos. This thing is awesome. It's still working perfect, and like I said, I have used this non-stop since I got it, and you know, the legs are adjustable. I mean, you can turn them any way you need them to be, you know, so I did, like I said, get this off of Amazon, but the thing about it is it came in a box, and then this right here folds down, this folds up, and then this folds up for, you know, to store it. But like that flaps, that flaps around. And I don't know. I just really wanted something to put it in besides the box that it came in, because it takes up a lot of space on my cart, and I don't really want it to get scratched up or tore up or whatever, you know. I want to keep it nice. So I thought that I would make this little like bag or case for it, and then I made these little loops on top, so that I can hang it from a hook on my cart, and it can just hang on the side. And this yarn is so thick that I don't have to worry about it, like if it swings or something, you know, it's not going to get scratched up or broke or anything. It's going to be safe inside of this pouch hanging from my cart. This is some yarn that's discontinued, I think. It's a Premier Couture Home in the color Frost. And it's a 6-weight yarn, so I mean, you know, blanket yarn, whatever, two strands, 3 strands of regular worsted weight yarn would work. I used a 10mm hook, and I just, at the bottom, I just chained until I thought it was wide enough, and then I started going around both sides of my chain with single crochet, and then like increasing in the corners here to make it rounded, and then I just went straight up with it with double crochets, and then I didn't try it on, or I didn't like put it in there, and it was a little bit too big at the top, so I did do some decreases with single crochet at the top, and then I went around with a single crochet, and then just added these like 5 chains on each side. I tried to get them as even as I could, and it fits perfect, and it's just handy to have. And it keeps my book stand in there so that I can, like I said, have it hanging on my cart, and I don't have to worry about it being in my way when I'm not using it. And also it's protected, and it's not going to get scratched up or broke. So that's another kind of uninteresting project that I made this week. So yeah, I guess I did finish something else. So like I said earlier, I do have 3 works in progress that I have not finished, and hopefully I gotta reach. But this setup in my room in here is a little bit different, so I have to reach a little bit farther. So I have been making doilies for my wall back here, and I really wanted to make another one because I didn't make one last week. I can't remember if I made one the week before that or not, but it's been a little bit since I had made one, so I wanted to make another doily. And I usually use the same book over and over and over again, and then I decided this time that I would pull this book out, and this was gifted to me from a viewer here through YouTube, Ronnie, and I hadn't used it in a while. I have made this owl right here, and I put it in a picture frame and gave it to my sister, and she still has it. It's on her refrigerator, on top of her refrigerator as decor. It makes me happy when I go over there and see my crochet in her house. But I decided to make this one right here, and this is this book is 50 Fabulous Pineapple Crochet Motifs by Jean Linehalzer and Ferocia Harold. And I'm not sure if I can link this or not, but I will look for it. But there are some gorgeous designs in here. You have like your motifs like this. Here's some more. But then you also have like some square ones, some round ones, you know, just different shapes. And I really wanted to make this one right here. And it's almost done. Actually, it's still attached. But here it is right here. And it's so pretty. So, I mean, you can kind of see, I guess. You can kind of see the design. I'll try to, like, pop up a picture or something. But I was going to try to finish this before my podcast, and then I was like, there was other things that I was trying to work on, and I was like, that's okay. I will just show them how that I get it onto the ring. So, I have had a lot of questions about this, and I do always not always, but I have been linking a tutorial that I found on how to attach a doily to a ring. Somebody had made one. This is very awkward to do, and it would be even more awkward to film. So I do link that video for your convenience, because like I said, somebody has already made a tutorial like that, and it's a really good one. And it's only like 3 minutes long, because this is so simple to do. But what I do is I will make my doily. So this is the whole finished doily. I love the middle of that. I don't know if you can see I haven't weaved in ends or anything like that, but I just love that so much. I think it's so pretty. It's so pretty. But let me tell you what I used real quick, just to get that out of the way. I used Curio number 3 thread in the color Eggplant, which is from crochet.com. And then I used a 3.25 millimeter hook on this. And then this right here, I usually used rings from Amazon, macrame rings. But I had found some at the Dollar Tree and I hadn't used any, and this was the perfect size. So they sell like a 3-pack of rings. So if you're in the States, at the Dollar Tree, they sell these right here, but there's actually 3. This big one's on there too, but it looks like this. They're called brass wreath rings. And you get 3 of them for $1.25, which is a great deal. I did go to the Dollar Tree today to see if I could find more of these, but they didn't have them. But they did have some. They had one, but it wasn't these. So maybe you'll get lucky and find some. But they work really well. They're not as well made as the ones on Amazon, but they are so cheap that you know, it works out fine. They're a little bit thinner, but they're still very sturdy, and it's working out perfect. And this one right here is the 14-inch one. I'm not sure exactly the sizes of them, but I know I measured this one and it's 14 inches. But I just wanted to try it out, and it was the perfect size for this doily. So what I do to attach my doily is I will make my doily first, and then I decide, well, what ring does it need to go on? And I try to find one that's a little bit bigger than the doily is so that it will stretch out. And then I just take my locking stitch markers, and anywhere that there's a chain space, like this, I will, you know, lock it to the ring, and then I just go around and add single crochets, and there's no rhyme or reason to it, you know. I mean, you just put as many as you want or as many as you feel like it needs. And on this one, I probably need to add a whole lot more. So I may go back and rip that out and add more after seeing it in camera. You can see the ring a lot, but anyway, you just, you know, go around your ring and pull your doily up and single crochet. Like I would grab the ring, like I would go around the ring and this loop right here and single crochet around it, and then like in between your chain spaces you would single crochet in there. And like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to it. You just do what you feel is, you know, unless there's one that you find that tells you exactly the amount. But these are just random ones from books that I'm doing. But I really love this one so much. I think it's going to be so pretty on the wall. And I'm not sure if I'm going to hang it up here, because I kind of want it in my bedroom. So I don't know where I'm going to hang it for sure. But like I said, I will try to show you. I'm sure I already have the picture of what it actually looks like, the design, because this color is so dark. But it's so pretty. I love that one so much. And I think that I will probably make more out of this one too. Just for bigger ones, because these are turning out obviously a lot bigger. And I want all different sizes. So that's my plan anyway. That's my plan. Okay, and then the next thing that I started is I did start Peggy Hippopotamus from Pica Pau 3. I drew this out, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or something, out of my baskets that I draw out of books that I just bought or have bought this year. And I decided that I wanted to make Peggy. I'm not sure exactly, like I'm having a really hard time picking what colors I want to do, because I love the colors that they used, or that she used in the picture, but I feel like I kind of want to do something different. But in case you're not familiar, this is Pica Pau 3, Animal Friends of Pica Pau 3 Diane Schenkel, and it's an awesome book, But here is the one that I want to do, Peggy Hippopotamus. And the colors that they used are like, you know, kind of lighter colors, and I really love that so much. I just don't know. I'm having a hard time because I really want to change the colors. Sometimes I just want to change the colors, and sometimes I'll see a pattern and I'll be like, I want to do it just like that. I want the exact same colors. I want it to look exactly like the pictures. And then sometimes I just want to do something different. And that's kind of how I'm feeling about her. I feel like she needs some different colored clothes. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet about the clothes, but I have started her. I'll end up knocking everything over. This new setup is just taking me a while to get used to it. And the only thing that I have got done on her is her head. So that's it. That's all I've got done. And in the book, and I know, Hippo's eyes are probably on the side of her head. But whenever I make an amigurumi, I want them to look at me. Is that weird? I want them to look at me, and the way that the eyes are in the book, they're so far over on the side of her head. I just really didn't want it to be that way. So in the book, she has you put the eyes 24 stitches apart, and I only put them, I think, 20 stitches apart. I'm really enjoying it so far. I mean, her patterns are just awesome. They're so well written. They're so easy to follow. I really like how she used the bobble stitch for the nostrils so that you didn't have to sew them in. And I don't know, the shaping of the head is really awesome as well. Like I said, I'm really enjoying it. I just haven't crocheted as much as I normally do. But this yarn is Bonbon Eint's yarn that I got from Mary Maxim. And I'm in love with this yarn so much. I love it so much. This colorway is Brown Heather. And it's just, I like it. I love a good cheap yarn. Like, that's like my favorite thing in the whole wide world, is to get a yarn that is cheap, that I can afford, and this is it. I love it. So I'll probably have to save up and buy me some more of this, because this head is like kind of big. So I think that I will have to use all of this colorway that I have left to finish Peggy. So I'll definitely have to save up and get me some more of this, because I really, really love this, working with this yarn. Now, it's a value acrylic, so it's not like perfect, but it's a good 3-weight yarn. And I don't know, I just have such a hard time finding thinner yarns, and I really enjoy making my amigurumis out of thinner yarn. Anyway, these are 12mm eyes. I think she tells you to use 10mm eyes. She uses like a worsted weight yarn with a 2.75mm hook, and I have no idea. There's no way I could do that. This is, like I said, a 3-weight yarn with a 3mm hook and, a 3mm hook and 12mm eyes. I just wanted her eyes to be just a little bit bigger. And like I said, that's all I've got done. I do plan on working on her. I'm not in a big rush to finish this project, but hopefully I will get some more progress done on her, because she's super cute. I just have to figure out what colors I want to do for her, and I'm having a hard time deciding. I'm having a really hard time deciding, because I always do dark colors. And I mean, y'all probably get tired of seeing darker colors that I use, but that's just what I like to use. And then my last finished object is out of a book that I just got too, and it is from Edward's Menagerie, the new edition. This is by Carrie Lord. I did do a look inside video again, and I Rebecca over at Yarn and Pajamas was talking about a Highland cow, and whenever I was doing that look inside video, I've never made this cow, and it is in the old book too, but I'd never made it, and I was like, I'm gonna make me a Highland cow too. So I had a little bit of FOMO, and I decided to make a cow, a Highland cow, and his name is Douglas the Highland cow, and he's super cute, and I'm doing him some, the same, kind of the same colors. I don't have a brown in a 3-way yarn, that color, so I kind of had to improvise, and I'm using the same colorway as Peggy the hippo I just showed. But I'm almost done with this. Like, if I had just sat down and crocheted today, I could have finished this before my podcast, but I just figured I'd just go ahead and make the video first. Let's see. I'm using a 3mm hook on this. I'm going to embroider the eyes. I'm using all Bonbon Ants yarn in that brown heather. This is the head. This color right here is called caramel or caramel. And then the bottom of the feet is black. So I have all of his pieces made except for like his horns and his like ears. And I did notice working from this book that she's changed a little bit more that I didn't mention in that very long video. She changed the body to where she actually closes the body completely. And in her old book, it was like 9 stitches. She left it open. But I still left my body open 12 to 15 stitches because I know that it works. I know that it works. So for the last row, instead of decreasing the way that she does, I decrease, let's see, I think I do 2 single crochet, decrease around, and I think I have 14 stitches. And then I have my marker to mark the middle of the body. And I just love how they have that little, stomach right there. And here is what his head. And I haven't fixed his face yet or nothing, So it'll go something like that. Oh, there's what he's looking like so far. So I've got all of his legs. I started with his legs and went ahead and got them over with because I don't like making legs and arms. Those are my least favorite parts of making amigurumi. So I did those first, and then I got his body and his head done. So I have quite a bit to go. Like, he has ears and horns. Ears and horns. And then I have to make the hair and the tail. So, I mean, it's small pieces, so he'll probably be pretty quick to finish. I think he's going to be really cute. You can't tell much about him right now, but I think he'll be really, really cute when he's done. Oh, and another thing that I noticed, and I can't remember if she did this in the old book, is that she leaves, like, at the end of a piece, it'll say, like, to decrease down to 12 stitches and then close up the body, and that's it. And I always just go ahead and do it down to 6. I don't know why she does that, but she does. That's all my finished objects. And like I said, if you want to see the patterns inside this book, go and check out that look inside video if you missed it, because I did go through every single pattern with you all and showed you the difference between the old book versus the new one. That was a really fun video to make. And also, I did do a look inside of my other new book, which is Arena Lee's Enchanted Woodland Amigurumi. Such a cute book. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. And I'm excited to work out of this book. And yeah. So I obviously I do have basket drawn projects that I'm doing, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I got 3 more books here that I bought because Amazon had this one on special for $11.99. I'm not sure if it's still on sale or not. And then they did have other books on sale too. Buy 3, get one free, I think is the deal that it was. So you paid for two and you got one for free, basically. So if you haven't seen the video for this look inside, and you missed it and you want to see what's in this book, I did do a separate video for that. And I think that is what I'm going to do. I loved making those videos so much, and they're so easy to put together. Now, the Edwards Menagerie, like I said, it took a really long time, but I could have made it so much so much easier on myself, you know, just showed you the book like I did with Arenas, but I really wanted to show the difference. So that one was a little bit more time consuming, but just showing regular, you know, books that I got. I really like talking to you all about my books, and I hope that's something that you're interested in. And if not, that's fine. I'm still going to make them anyway, because like I said, it's a video that I really enjoy making, and it's a great resource, I think, to have on my channel, because I do have so many books, not just amigurumi books, but I do have a ton of amigurumi books, and it's fun to look through the patterns with you guys and talk about the patterns. And also, like I said, it's a good resource to have. That way, if somebody is thinking about getting a book, they can have that to say, okay, well, I wonder if anybody's made a video that shows the patterns in these books, and then, you know, maybe they will be able to see if that book is for them or not. Because I know whenever I make a purchase of a book, I always research that book first. I always look and see what patterns are in the book. Because I want to know, you know, I want to know all the patterns. And usually on Amazon, now amigurumi.net books or Meteor books, they're really good about showing all the patterns in the books. Like, they even make YouTube videos showing, in case you're not familiar. They even have a YouTube channel where they go through the book with you too and show you the patterns. But some books, you don't know what you're getting unless people have made reviews showing things that they've made or something. I don't know. I feel like that it's something that I want to do, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not sure how often that they will pop up. I think I'm just going to randomly throw them out there. I don't want to bombard you all with videos. I'm going to try to be a smart podcaster, and because I have a really hard time when I make videos. I just want you all to see them so bad. Like, I just cannot wait to put them out there, because I know you're going to watch them, and I know your comments are going to come in, and I get excited to share things with you guys. But I'm going to try to be better about spacing those ones out, and, you know, not like sending out 10 book videos at you all in one day. You know, I'm going to try to space them out or schedule them out. So if you see me in the same shirt, I probably will batch record tonight. These books that I got, I'm going to tell you which books that I got. I got the Animal Amigurumi Adventures by Lauren Epsey, which is volume 2. I don't have volume 1, but I really wanted this one first, I guess, and I can only get three on that deal, because you know, I'm having an easier time recording videos because my hours have been cut back a little bit at work, but that also hurts the pocketbook, so I could only get 3 this time, but I did get this one. And then the next one that I got is Cute Crocheted Wild Animals, and I'm super excited, and I'm sure you all know why. It's these elephants right here on the front. Oh my goodness. I want to make them so bad. So I got this one, and then this is by Emma Varnum. So I'll do a look inside of that one as well. And then the last one I got was a new book that has not been out very long, and it is Lulu's Crochet Dolls, and it's by Lulu Compotine. I'm not sure how to say her name. I know she's a very like popular designer. I don't know if I've ever done any of her patterns, honestly. I'm not sure, but it's just a book about dolls. So I will go through and do a look inside of this one as well. So those are three of my three new books that I got. And hopefully you will look forward to seeing those up close and personal in videos to come. And like I said, I hope that you all, look forward to seeing videos like that. Because like I said, I have a whole bookshelf, a whole bookshelf full of books. And, I have books in my living room as well. That I would love to just do videos on, even if it's books that I've had for a really long time. Or, because I usually will go through the books at the end of my podcast, and then people don't always watch till the end, and I feel like that doing it that way, they get lost at the end. So, maybe they won't get lost that way. Sorry, my kids were going to bed and I had to tell them good night. But I can't remember what I was talking about. Go figure. But I do have some art of my daughter, Caitlyn, that I wanted to share with you all. I know a lot of you all enjoy seeing her artwork, and she made 2 new projects that I wanted to share. I don't have anything of Shaylee's. I'm going to have to get on to her about taking pictures of things and sending it to me. But the first one that Caitlyn did is actually a charcoal drawing of my daughter, Shaylee. So she took a picture of Shaylee, like a kind of crazy picture of Shaylee, and did a charcoal drawing of her on cardboard. And it is so good. Oh my gosh. Like, this kid just amazes me. And, I've said this before, and I think I talked about it in my crocheting chat before, about how Caitlyn hasn't really enjoyed her art class this year because she likes to do whatever she wants to draw and not be told what to draw. But I really feel like this art teacher has just pushed her and has really not that she wasn't great before, but like you can just tell that like she's improved even more since having this art class. But she just did so good on that one, and it really does look like my daughter, which is crazy. It's crazy. And then the next one that she did, I'm not sure exactly the grade, but they had the kids from like elementary school draw pictures, and then they gave them to the art teachers that were in the high school, and the high school art kids redrew the elementary kids' drawings. And the one that Caitlyn got was this girl, and she was kind of like laying down, kind of like a stick figure-y kind of girl, and that's what Caitlyn came up with. And I don't have the drawing that she, like her inspiration for this, I don't have it, but I do know that was her prompt, and I think that she did such an amazing job. I love black backgrounds on artwork, like, because it just really makes all the colors pop, and I just love that one so much. I think she did an amazing job on both of her art pieces, and I hope you all enjoyed seeing those as well. And then I also wanted to give a little bit of a shout out to Christina. I did post her on my community tab, but she is Knitting Books Etc., I think is her channel name. I will have her channel link below, and she does some amazing crocheted amigurumi. She knits and crochets. She also collects amigurumi books, which is so much fun because she does go through and show all of her amigurumi books with us. And it's just, she's a lot of fun to watch. But she talked about an app that she had, and it was called Book Buddy. And I tried to get that on my tablet, and it was working really well, but then I started having some issues with it because I have Android. I think she has iPhone, and it works great on my cell phone, but it's not working good on my tablet. But this is the logo right here. If you can see that one right there, Book Buddy. But I did find one that works on my tablet that is similar that I wanted to share with you guys. And it is this one right here. And it is called Bookshelf. And it's just a great way to catalog your books. And I've mentioned before that I have like a 3-ring journal binder that I wrote all of my amigurumi books down in, and because I wanted to you know, be able to look at a glance at what books that I have, and you know, kind of keep a count too because I think it's fun to know how many books that I have. But on this one, it's so much fun because you can, well, you can catalog it, so you can put it, I'm not sure if you can see that or not. The first one is amigurumi books. The second one is like a doily book. I haven't added to these obviously. And then the last one is booklets that are amigurumi. So it's like not an actual book, you know, like this one. It's more like a pamphlet, and I have a bunch of those as well. So I want to keep track of those too. But on the amigurumi books, you can go through and it actually shows you the cover of them, and then you can go in and add notes to it. But you just add them to your bookshelf, and you can see at a glance what books you actually have. And it's fun. Like, I'm going to still keep writing mine down as a backup, but it's fun to be able to look and see, okay, well, these are the books that I have, and then you can actually see the covers of them as well. So it's inspiring, you know, to be like, oh, well, I forgot I had that book. Well, I want to pull that out and look at that, you know. So I thought that was a lot of fun, and I just wanted to share that with you if you're an amigurumi book collector or just a book collector in general, or maybe even you're just a reader and you have, you know, books that you read, and you can scan your barcode on the back of the book, and it will it will pull it up that way. But if it's not, because I did try, there was a couple books that wasn't in here. You can add a new book manually. So like you can add a new book, you can put your title and all that, and you can also add in a picture of that book, which is what I did for a couple of my books. I just went to Amazon, screenshotted the cover, and added it to this so that it was in my library. And then there's also one where it says search, and you can just type in amigurumi and search, and it pulls up all kinds of different books. You just like click it, and then at the bottom it'll say add to shelf, and you just add it to whichever category that you have, because like I said, you can split it up into categories. And I think Book Buddy is probably better than this bookshelf one that I have, but like I said, it's the one that works on my tablet, and I can't see my phone without my glasses, so it's better for me to have that on my tablet than on my phone. But I just wanted to share that with you all because I thought that it was really neat, and I'm really glad that she shared that one app in her video. But like I said, if you haven't heard of Christina, she's a lot of fun to watch. She makes some awesome amigurumis, and you should definitely go and check her out. But I think that's all that I have for you all. I had a lot more to talk about than what I realized, which is normally the case. You know, I get on here and I can't help it. I turn this camera on and it's like talking to all my friends, and I just really enjoy hanging out with you guys, and I'm so thankful that you're here. And I just thank you all so much for watching, and you know, for your comments, and just, you know, just sticking with me through this YouTube journey. And yeah, so that's all that I have for you. And like I said, be on the lookout for some look inside videos, because I think that's a new series I'm going to start. Like I said, I know that there's a lot of people that do that type of video already. I'm not trying to be like a copycat or anything like that, but I do feel like every one of us like has something new to say about a pattern, and you can, you know, see the same book showed by several different people, and you can get something from every single video because everybody has different opinions and everybody has different you know, ways of thinking and the ways of presenting things and talking about things. And I just think that it's a fun video to do. And I hope you all will look forward to seeing those as well. So until next time, guys, I will see you in another video. Bye.